Well, what's up guys, it's Esperanza and welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys a highly requested video of my base routine, and I love this base routine because I perfected it over the years, and a lot of the tips I'm giving you guys I wish I had when I first started. I am just so happy that I actually nailed the routine after 5-6 years of not knowing, of trial and error, and it's all drugstore, so it is perfect. It is affordable for everybody because girl, I don't got money for high end. This is how the makeup looks, and it is so beautiful, so glowy, and I feel like I have the best tips for you guys and tips for everybody, not just for people with acne prone skin, because that is me, so I definitely try to help the acne prone girlies out, but I do have tips for everybody as well. So I hope this video will help you guys out, and if you guys like what you guys see, then go ahead and stay tuned because boo, I'm gonna try to help you out.
Keep your business clean.
So the first tip to having that flawless base is to have a nice, clean, glowy base. Meaning, do your skincare first. That is the #1 tip I can give anybody when starting makeup, no matter if you have high-end makeup, $1 store makeup, Dollar General makeup, drugstore makeup. Your makeup will look flawless every single time if you have a nice, clean base. Because think about it. When you wake up, don't wash your face, and you're just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go do my makeup today, and you go sit down and do it, well, your face is going to be dirty from just your bed sheets. It's going to be dirty from your phone. You could have dry skin, you could have very oily skin. If you have acne prone skin, you definitely would want to wash your face because you most likely have clogged pores, and you don't want to make your makeup make that problem even worse, but you also don't want to have makeup layering on top of dirty skin. We have all that extra buildup, all that extra dryness that we do not need. Even if you are oily and you're like, well, I don't want to wash my face because what if it makes my makeup oily? No. There's makeup products that will help control the oil, but when washing your face, that is just key for a perfect base. I cannot express that enough, and I wish I knew that trick when I first started makeup because it definitely has changed my routine since then. I use the CeraVe hydrating moisturizer. It looks like this. I use this one, and then on top of that I use an acne face wash. But if you just want to wake up and put a nice little cleanser on, the hydrating CeraVe is the perfect one. It's perfect for all skin types, and it definitely gives your face that hydration, because another key thing in makeup is hydration is key, even if you are oily. And just remember, at the end of doing your skincare, if your skin is not glowy, you're doing something wrong. Your skin should always be glowy at the end, and if your skin looks beautiful on its own, your makeup is going to look flawless. I already did my skincare off camera earlier, but I am gonna rehydrate my face and show you guys what I use because it's been a while and I just want my face to be really moisturized and really glowy when I go into my makeup. So for moisturizer, I use the Hydra Genius by L'Oreal. This may be a little bit more expensive if you are a drugstore girly, but this is about $10, and you only need 1 pump to 2. Even 2 is a little bit too much for me, so I have to like drag it down to my neck. But this will last you for months. I love water-based moisturizers. I don't like that thick, heavy moisturizer on my skin. I just really like the water moisturizers because they just sink into the skin really nicely, and it's just something really nice for the makeup to sit on top of. I don't want to feel so cakey. I just really want that lightweight feeling, and I love it, and it smells really good. It smells like perfume for your face. The next product I use all day, every day. I do not live my day without this spray on my face. It is the Rosewater and Glycerin Hydrating Facial Mist. You can find this also at Walmart. It's more in like the hair care natural area. You wouldn't find this in the actual skincare area. It looks like this. They do have just a rosewater spray, and then they also have the glycerin spray, but I think for like $1 more you can get the one with glycerin. I highly recommend the one with glycerin because glycerin is what gives your skin that extra boost. Glycerin is very hydrating. You find this in your body care products, you find this in facial products, so glycerin is also the extra boost that you would want. It also says on here that this is perfect for dry to combination skin, and you can use this after cleansing or after makeup to lock in your look. I use this before and after my makeup for that extra glow. So if you have dry skin, baby. This is so good. I love this stuff. It feels amazing. I highly recommend this product. So while that dries down, I am going to say that this makeup tutorial is more towards people with acne, because I've had acne my entire life. Since you can start getting the age of having a pimple, that was me. I never can get rid of it. If you have clear skin, hallelujah, baby. Like I don't know, the gods love you. All right, so now that my face is nice and hydrated and glowy, as you see, the beautiful shine. We now are going to hydrate these lips. I love to hydrate them at this point in time, so whenever I go to do my lips, they will already be nice and smooth and hydrated. For my lips, I'm going to be using my Chap Gloss. This is in the shade Maroon Sparks. I love this color for everyday because it's pink and it has nice, subtle holographic glitter to it. So I think it's beautiful for everyday if you are like a glitter gloss girly. I love Chap Glosses because these hydrate and heal your lips at the same time. And not only is it a lip gloss, they will take care of the discoloration, the cracks, the dryness. It also has a natural SPF of 20. They're so smooth and buttery. My lips literally crave this. Like whenever my lips are dry, I don't want anything else on my lips because chapstick is really bad for you. So I'm a gloss girly till I die, okay? I just love these because they work as a lip mask, a chapstick, a lip gloss. It's just everything in one. I'm literally obsessed with this. I actually hand create these from my brand Esperanza Marie Cosmetics. So the next product I use on my face is this eye cream. This is for collagen and peptides because I have really bad eye bags. I got this from the dollar store, so I haven't really been using it every day, but whenever I do my makeup, I definitely use it because I feel like it just really gives me that extra hydration underneath the eye. My eye bags are pretty dry and I feel like it gives a nice base for my makeup to sit on top of. We are now going to move on to the makeup. All right, so starting with makeup, the first thing I do is I do my eyebrows. And as you see, they're already done, except I did not cover up the top, so they do look a little bit rough at the moment because they're still in their pre-draft stage. I just drew on some brows, carved off the bottom, and started filming. But we're gonna go ahead and fix them up in a second. But the first thing we're going to be talking about is primer. For two primers today, I'm using these two. I use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It looks like this. I know you guys see this all over TikTok. Is it worth the hype? Absolutely. Love this product. If you have acne, do not do your makeup without this, please. You better go to the store and go pick it up before you do your makeup. You need some sort of primer that is going to help give you a nice, smooth base that's going to get into your holes. I use this because it just goes right onto your skin nicely, and it's going to give you a nice smooth base for your makeup to sit on top of. So if you don't have this primer when you have acne, your makeup is going to sink right into your holes, and it's going to actually accentuate your pores and make them a lot bigger. You will have little holes, especially if you have big pores. It's going to create little holes in your skin, and you can actually see where your pimples are. This makeup product is definitely a must-have. And if you don't have any acne and you were just born with clear skin, well, you don't need this. You just need a nice hydrated glowy base and a nice everyday primer, and you're good to go. Then the second primer I use is this e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer. Oh, not Hydro Grip. Power Grip Primer. I like this one because it is sticky and it's not too thick. Now, what is the point in a sticky primer? Wow, you guys can't see it, but it is sticking together. A sticky primer is what is going to make your makeup last all day. And when applying this, you want to tap it into your skin. You don't want to rub it everywhere because you're going to lose the effect of that tackiness feeling it's supposed to have. So instead, you're just going to smooth it out. Like, yeah, it will keep your makeup on, but you're losing its full power of the actual stickiness you need for that long-lasting makeup. So having it tapped in just still creates that bounciness that you need. And one way to check your primer is ready to go is you can just tap your face, and if you see a little bounce, your skin is good. After that primer is on, I'm just gonna also let that sink into my skin. I'm gonna go back in with that rose water and glycerin spray just so my skin is really hydrated. Just a light coat, nothing too crazy. I don't want to like drench myself in it, you know, just a nice little coat. Where's my fan? I got it from the dollar store. I know it's broken, but here it is. A dollar store fan for your makeup routine will make you feel bougie, I promise. And it definitely helps with the drying process. Now, before we move on to foundation, since I did recommend products that work for me because of my skin type, I'm going to give some tips for people who do not have this type of skin type. If you have dry skin, and no matter if you wash your face and you put on the makeup and you still feel really dry, notice your makeup is cracking, you should be using a hydrating primer. Actually, I do have one here with me that I used to use a lot, but I stopped using hydrating primers because my face is already really hydrated. So I feel like a hydrating primer is not really needed. I use primer to help my specific needs. So a really good primer that you can use is the Mamiii Skin Quench. This was actually my holy grail. This works so good. There it goes. I was like, can it focus? This one works so good. I love this one. And then if you want a more glowy base, I do have the Mamiii Prime Light. I used to use this a lot. It actually has a really nice shimmer to it. So it really does give your skin that nice glow. And I feel like no one really ever talks about this primer, but it's actually so good. I don't know if they have it anymore, but I used to use that all the time. So I'm just recommending it if they have it because it's good. Now, another thing I want to mention before we move on to foundation is if you notice your makeup is separating, that is a very common problem I used to have, and I know a lot of people have. It took me a long time to figure out why my makeup separates. It is because you have water and oil makeup, or water and oil based products, I should say, on top of each other. Water and oil do not mix. So if you have a oily based primer and then you put on water, you know, it's just going to separate. So you should always use water and then oil and oil. And if you do have acne, I highly recommend that you have water-based products, because that is actually what my dermatologist recommended me. Because of my acne, you don't want oil products because our skin already has that oil, and plus with our blemishes, it just makes everything worse. So water-based products will actually be your best friend if you have acne. All right, so now that my face is nice and tacky, we're gonna go ahead and move on to foundation. So for foundation, I'm going to take my Mamiii Conceal and Perfect. I literally realized I have so much Mamiii products. It's just Mamiii has always been my girl for me. But I like this one because it is a concealer and foundation in one. So I feel like it really gives me that ultimate coverage. Now, because I have acne, I really do like that coverage, but some days if I just really want like a more relaxed sort of makeup look day, I always go towards the e.l.f. Camo CC cream because it is nice and lightweight. It has sunscreen in it, and that is what your skin needs every day. This is just so nice. It has color correcting in it, and it is also full coverage. But just for today, I actually just want to use my Mamiii foundation. So because I already did my eyebrows, this is the part I'm going to go in with my foundation and go and carve out my brows. I use foundation on the top of my eyebrows because it gives you a more of a natural look, and it's easier to blend in with your foundation later on. So when applying foundation or any makeup, just remember less is more. So when I apply my foundation, I use the Real Techniques foundation brush. I really like brushes because I feel like they help build up that coverage, and they also help speed up the process as well. Now they do create strokes in your makeup, so that's why we're gonna go in with the Beauty Blender once we're finished to go and smooth out the lines that the brush creates. Make sure you blend down to your neck. When you go to underneath your eye bags, make sure you leave space for that because that's where our concealer is going to go. And if you apply foundation and then concealer, that's going to cause caking because that's just way too much product underneath a small area. Oh my god, it's connecting to my Chucky face. Yeah, it's gonna cause extra caking underneath your eyes. Like, that is such a small area. You do not need a whole bunch of product under there. As you can see, my skin still has that really glowy look to it. And that's beautiful. That is just so pretty. I actually get compliments all the time. How does your skin look so glowy? Oh my god, your makeup's so beautiful. What do you use? Like, and the key to that is a glowy base. You got it. And then I like to also bring some a little bit to the beginnings of my ears just to help blend that product in a little bit more and really make it look like it's my skin. So now that the foundation is on, let's go ahead and take a look. Oh my god, I'm getting a pimple on my lip. Oh. Now just remember, texture is normal. You can never get rid of that with makeup, but you can definitely cover it. As you see, the brush does create strokes in your makeup. Now I'm gonna go in with the Beauty Blender. Make sure it is damp, not soaked, not too dry, damp. And then we're gonna go ahead and just lightly bounce that foundation into our skin. Okay, so now that the foundation is on, it's looking nice and beautiful. It should be sitting on your face wonderful. Now I'm gonna go in with concealer. For concealer, I'm taking the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I love this one because it is super hydrating. I found that the matte one was way too drying. So the hydrating one changed my life and I never went back. So for concealer, I apply this underneath my eyes. I go like this and up because I really like that lifted look. And then I put some on the tip of my nose, bridge of my nose. I also put like a little tree on my forehead, my chin, and my Cupid's bow. Sit there for a second and I'm gonna let that build its coverage. While that's sitting there for a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and fix up my brows, fill in any holes, and fix the lines that I messed up with the concealer and just make my brows look better. Okay, so now that I quickly touched up my brows, I'm gonna go in and blend out the concealer. I don't want it sitting there for too long. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start setting my concealer because once you pat it down, the concealer starts setting really fast. So I'm just gonna take this little fluffy unicorn brush and just go ahead and set my face. I'm gonna kind of scoot up for my clothes because I don't want to go on all over my clothes. And I'm only gonna stay in the areas I concealed because the rest of the areas are going to be for my face powder. Now I'm gonna start blending out the under eye bags. I like to take a mirror and literally go up when I do this, so my eye bags are nice and smooth when I go to put the concealer. Because if your eyelids are down, you will have those lines from all like the creases underneath your eyes. And then I also put some on top of my eyes as well, because you want your eyes to be all nice and concealed because they have that discoloration. So you just want everything to be one color. So once I set one eye, I go in with powder right away and set it. Because by the time you blend out the other eye, this one will already start trying to crease on you. And I really like the brush because it goes right underneath where I need it to be. So, and it's really, really nice and light. I don't want all that extra powder on my skin. There has been things where a lot of people put a whole bunch of powder to bake. I feel like you do not need all that powder to bake with. I feel like having less powder and just really letting it get into your makeup and letting it sit nicely creates the best makeup. I'm already going in and setting my concealer because I'm going in with a powder contour. So I would be applying my contour after my face is already set with powder because creams and powders do not mix and it will layer your makeup so horribly. It will actually mess up your whole makeup. Girl, please do not do that. If you ever move on from a cream to a powder, always make sure your cream is set first. But if you are using a cream contour, you actually would want to blend your concealer last and blend your contour out first and then set it, and then set your under eyes. And because I am using a powder contour, I am going to set my under eyes first. Let's go look at the under eyes. I wanted to show you guys how beautiful they look. They look nice and set. So as I mentioned previously, I am going to go set my face to really give my skin that full coverage and to set it. So I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. Take it on a fluffy brush. I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face. Okay, so now that our face is set, we're going to move on to contour. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. I've been using this since I've started my makeup journey. I've also been using their contour sticks. I just ran out of my contour sticks, so I've been using powder. When applying anything on your face after you set your face, always tap, do not swipe. Please do not do that. That will mess up your makeup. That's going to move your makeup. You just set your makeup. Don't mess it up. So you want to lightly tap. But when doing contour, I like to use the Wet n Wild brush. You can literally find this at the dollar store when it's at Walmart for $3 to $4. You can literally get it at the dollar store. Same exact brush. You want to go a little bit above your cheekbones. Now remember, when contouring is different for everybody. Everybody has a different face shape. So you can use this face chart right here that I found for you guys. Take a second, look at it. Contour depending on your face shape. Because if you contour based on someone else's, that's probably not going to look right on you because they might have an oval face and you have a triangle face. So for me, I have like a very round face. So I like to contour in the skull. As you see, my face is very defined. So I contour like that. And another tip I can give you is when you contour, do not go directly on the bone because your brush can actually bring product down here way lower than your cheekbone. So it's gonna look like your cheekbone is all the way down here. So just kind of bring it up a little bit up here. And I like to start from the edge of the face, don't start in, because it's gonna look so harsh. You actually want it to be harsher here and lighter in. So a little bit up. Ooh, there's a lot of product on that brush. I'm gonna kind of bring some over here as well to kind of help. But I'm gonna just lightly bring this up. Now I'm not gonna apply any more because I already put too much. That was a little bit more than I expected. So I'm just gonna really work it and really blend it into my skin. And as you see, it looks like my cheekbone is all the way up here now compared to all the way down here. You see that? It gave my face a nice lift. Now just remember, when following anybody's makeup tutorial, everything will look good on everyone, but always find the things that work for you, meaning products. After I do my cheeks, I go right underneath my chin just a little bit. And then I also go on my forehead, just a little bit. And I'm gonna actually bring this up to give me a more natural blend. I don't want it to go inwards because it's gonna give me a really rough contour on the forehead. And I like to go really, really light on the whole forehead contour, but I definitely love a nice little forehead contour. Just have a little bit though, not too much. I'm gonna go ahead and contour the nose. The circle, lightly blend it out. Because that line is really sharp, I just take my contour brush and I like squish the heck out of it, and I just use this as my beauty blender for my nose. And it actually helps. Call me crazy, but find what works for you. There is no rules for makeup. So for blush, I'm gonna go in with my Love Chucky palette. I love this palette because it's like the perfect pink. It is so pigmented, so pretty. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on my cheeks and blend up. Now remember, you should be applying no liquids right now on your face. We already set our face, so there should be absolutely no more liquids on your face besides eyeliner and eyelash glue or anything to do with your eyes. Nothing to do with your face. Okay, so the blush is on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some highlight. My favorite highlight is, you guys should know this highlight, the Fenty Beauty 24 karat highlight. It looks dirty because I use my fingers like I'm doing now. This is such a beautiful highlight. It is so natural. And like, it is so beautiful. Like, looking at someone, you can't really see they have highlight, but when they turn, it's like, boom, honey. So I like to apply it with my fingers. And I like to go right here and just a little bit up, like a little C. I don't apply it all the way here in a straight line. I used to do that, we all been there. But I like a little curve to my highlight. I like to follow my face. And then I'm gonna apply some highlight on my cupid's bow, on my bridge of my nose, or the tip of my nose, not the bridge of my nose. And I also put some on the tips of my forehead, literally like right on the bone of like the tip point of your forehead, I guess you could say. That's where I put some highlight, because whenever you turn, boom. Oh, hey, I need your back. Boom. Yes, babe? Bam. You see what I mean? Like, you're just all over glowy. I also like to put some underneath my eyebrow. This is for my everyday makeup tutorial. I'm basically just doing my everyday makeup because I'm mainly all about the base and stuff right now. But this is what I would do. So I would also put them in the inner corner. It's like, I put this thing everywhere. Sometimes I put it on my chin too, just because I'm extra. Now we're gonna go ahead and set the face. So I am gonna be going in with the, I usually use the Mamiii Make It Last setting spray. This is so good, but as you see, I'm like, that it don't even spray anymore. It's just barely anything. I don't know why I still have it, but I use the Mamiii Make It Last Dewy Spray. So if you have a dry base and you just want to look glowy, you can also use this. This also helps hold your makeup for 16 hours and it helps hydrate, illuminate, and set. So I use this, and then I also use that rose water and glycerin spray as well. So I don't try to go too crazy because I don't want to wipe all that makeup off. So I'm gonna do these separately from each other at a time.
Cleaning out that small fish tank. I just gotta clean up the leaf blower and glue out the driveway so you can see where the driveway.
We're all done. I hope you guys' base looks absolutely beautiful and flawless and glowy. I hope this video helped you guys out with the product recommendations, the tips. If this video helped you, you can help me out by liking this video and hitting that subscribe button down below. And then next to it, you can hit that little bell right next to it so you'll be notified when I upload. If you guys have any video recommendations or questions or anything like that, or if you just simply want to talk to me, then go ahead and leave a comment because I reply to every single comment because I love you guys. But yeah, boo, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, love.